Just 3 man-to-man promises. First, I need you to... Look, about this project, the deadline's coming up and...
I work at my own pace. I'm not missing any deadlines, so what's the big deal?
That's exactly what I mean by being controlling. Noah felt it was taking away her chances to grow.
Alright, I hear you. In that case, I'll quit. Keiichi, I hate to ask, but I've got one last favor. Hey, don't talk like you're dying or something. Just 3 man-to-man promises. First, I need you to... I'm Keiichi Sato. I hold a management role at Tokide Metal. Everything's been a mess since our former president passed away, but amidst all that, there's one thing that's really been bugging me. Here we go again. I gotta have a chat with her and sort this out. Hey, Noah, do you have a minute?
What is it?
Jeez, what an attitude. That's Noah Saijo, the late president's daughter. She's always been like a little sister to me, but ever since her dad passed, she's done a complete 180. Look, about this project, the deadline's coming up and...
I work at my own pace. I'm not missing any deadlines, so what's the big deal?
If something goes wrong, it'll be too late. Even your dad...
My dad's not here anymore. Just leave me alone.
Nah, I just can't let this slide. We might end up screwing over our clients.
I got my own way of doing things.
She used to look up to me like a real brother though. I wonder why. Is your way of doing things more important than our clients?
Whoa, Keiichi, aren't you being a bit too harsh? It's important to value your team's initiative, you know.
Yuji, why are you even here? Aren't you supposed to be busy being vice president?
I'm just checking up on our late president's daughter, that's all.
That's rich coming from you. You were always green with envy over our late president.
More importantly, about what just went down, aren't you being a bit a control freak with her?
I get where you're coming from, but fixing stuff that might inconvenience our clients is an important part of the job, you know.
That's exactly what I mean by being controlling. Noah felt it was taking away her chances to grow.
You feel that way too?
Yeah, it feels like you're not giving me room to grow.
So this is what he meant by that first promise. Alright, I hear you. In that case, I'll quit.
Huh?
Are you serious about this?
Yeah, if I'm holding back the team's growth, that's not what I've signed up for. Besides, if Noah decides to go her own way, let her, even if it turns out to be the wrong path.
What's gotten into you?
It's nothing. Anyway, just process my resignation papers when you get a chance. This should do it, right, Tatsuhiko? After that, I quit Tokide Metal and started working on my own goals. Not long after I left, I heard through the grapevine that Tokide was starting to go downhill.
Wow, you really made a bold move, Keiichi.
Sometimes you gotta root out all the corruption.
Gotta say though, you really threw me for a loop.
Excuse me? Huh? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. What's your deal?
Of course I'm here for work. Sales stuff. But how come you're so chill with all the mess going down at your old company?
Well, Tatsuhiko's not around anymore, so...
There you go again, bringing up my dad. You planning on ditching your old company like you did my dad?
Ditch your dad? What are you talking about?
Exactly. When dad was on his deathbed, you didn't even show up. Yuji told me everything.
That's...
Noah, you got it all wrong.
No, I don't. He didn't even come to the funeral or see dad's last moments.
That's because...
It's okay, Mr. Takahashi. No point in making excuses.
Keiichi, what are you talking about? You and Noah are Tatsuhiko's pride and joy. I can't let this misunderstanding slide. Listen up. Noah, Keiichi couldn't make it to the funeral or be there at the end because he was following your dad's wishes.
What?
When Tatsuhiko suddenly passed away, Keiichi knew things would get pretty chaotic. To keep that from happening, he was handling all the paperwork and behind the scenes stuff.
But Yuji never said anything about that.
That's cause that guy had his own beef with Tatsuhiko. He was put there by outsiders after all. Maybe Yuji thought he could get you on his side by spinning that story. Keiichi was Tatsuhiko's right-hand man. If Tatsuhiko's daughter backed him up, Yuji would have been in hot water.
But Dad never mentioned any of this.
He probably didn't want to expose you to all the office politics BS. Even if Yuji had real power, Tatsuhiko's figured Yuji wouldn't mess with the old president's daughter.
But I've been such a jerk to you, Keiichi.
Don't sweat it. You're like a real little sis to me.
Keiichi.
Anyway, things are starting to make sense now, huh?
Yeah, looks like Yuji's been pulling strings left and right as expected.
But now that you've quit, there's nothing you can do to fix our company, right?
Actually, it's the opposite. I quit so I could have the freedom to act. In fact, I've already got Yuji cornered. Damn you, Yuji, dragging Noah into this. I won't let you have Tatsuhiko's company all to yourself. A few days later, Noah and I visited this factory.
What are we doing in a place like this?
First off, why do you think the company started tanking as soon as I left?
'Cause you're an awesome salesman?
Thanks, but one person, even in management, can't shake things up that much. Basically, there might be some changes in our current deals, but the demand itself isn't going down.
Oh, so then why?
I brought you here to answer that question. Mr. Wada, I know you're in there.
Huh? Mr. Wada? Wasn't he the ex-president of some company that went belly up?
What's your business here?
Keiichi, my company's toast. Just leave me alone.
Nah, what are you talking about? I heard you've been throwing cash around like it's going out of style.
That's all in your head.
In my head? Even though you've been hitting up hostess clubs every night?
My personal life, it isn't none of your business. Just leave.
Not so fast, Mr. Wada. You recognize this?
What's that?
Draft proposal for the takeover of the Tokidei Metal. I'll take your silence as a yes, then.
Huh? What's this all about?
Simply put, they're tanking the company's value on purpose so they can buy it for cheap.
That's...
Yeah, it's a total conflict of interest. A big-time breach of duty to the company. Absolutely unacceptable. Yuji cooked up this whole scheme to bankrupt a bunch of companies and steal from Tokidei Metals. Just like what happened to Mr. Wada's company.
Please, if this gets out and they take my stuff, I'm done for.
Are you seriously being this selfish right now? Hey, didn't you owe Tatsuhiko big time? And now you're stabbing him in the back like this? Can you really live with yourself? You know what Tatsuhiko's always said? Iron becomes great because it's got impurities. It's not pure iron that keeps us going, it's iron with all its flaws. Life's the same way. Messing up and falling down over and over, but getting back up each time is what makes it awesome. We're taking off for today. I just hope you do the right thing.
People aren't like iron.
They're the same. Both got carbon in them.
Keiichi, you sure that was the right move?
Gotta trust him. If he plays ball, it could be a game changer. We've set the stage for a fight. Now we just gotta believe it'll work out. Right, Tatsuhiko? A few weeks later, showtime. We headed to Yuji's office armed with documents.
Well, what brings you all here looking so serious? And you, Mr. Quitter, what's your deal?
I'm here to call you out on your breach of duty.
Breach of duty? That's a pretty heavy accusation. And... Noah? Don't let Keiichi's words deceive you. Remember, he didn't even show up at your dad's funeral. The cold-hearted jerk.
I'm not falling for your words anymore.
I see. Did someone put any ideas in your head? Whatever. So what's your proof of this breach of duty thing?
It's right here.
This is...
It's a list of new business prospects that you presented. Funny thing is, most of these companies have gone belly up in the last 6 months.
It must be a coincidence.
And all these bankrupt companies just happen to be dealing with one particular company? But this company they're dealing with is just a foreign shell company. No substance at all. It's like they're paying protection money to this fake foreign company. And wouldn't you know it, they've got a stake in Tokidei Metal. cat got your tongue?
It's almost like you're saying I'm trying to sell Tokide Metal off cheap to this foreign company.
You admitting to it?
Even if, hypothetically, that were true, what are you gonna do about it?
What are you getting at?
A bunch of companies have already gone under. Tokide Metal's losing money, but my base is rock solid. Pounding iron only makes it stronger. I got this place locked down tight.
You sure that foundation's as solid as you think?
Yeah, pounding iron makes it stronger, but it looks like you overdid it a bit.
Who the hell are you?
Uncle Hiroshi?
Thank you for coming all the way from overseas.
Hey, when I heard my favorite niece was in hot water, I had to jet over.
If you beat metal too much, it gets too hard and rather brittle. You played Noah to cement your position, making her act like a jerk at work. By showing her behavior to the old president's crew, you got them on your side. But gangs like that can flip real quick.
If the old president's family is seen as unfit, then capable relatives should step up.
Hiroshi runs a similar business overseas, you catch my drift?
If I took over, Tokide Metal would become part of my company.
There's already a bunch of folks pushing for Hiroshi to be the new boss.
But you can't prove I did anything wrong. Even if he becomes president, he can't just kick me out for no reason.
True, without proof. Could you please?
Yeah, I just got a message.
What the hell are you guys up to?
Under Yuji's orders, our steel company set up planned bankruptcies. Some companies even got cash from him.
That's what he said, and he's ready to show the books as proof.
That rat Wada!
Don't blame Mr. Wada, but now we got solid proof you messed up. You chased personal gain without caring about the company. That's a clear no-no. Got anything else to say?
Noah, I truly care about Tokide Metal.
I also respected Tatsuhiko too. That's why I was at his funeral and when he passed.
Yuji, it's okay now. I get what you were really up to. I'm with Keiichi on this one.
No way out now, Yuji. You got all the evidence and a new boss ready to go. Just face the music and deal with it.
It was supposed to be perfect.
Tatsuhiko, I've kept our second promise.
If Tokide Metal ever gets in a jam, just once, please bail the company out.
Later, Yuji's wrongdoings came to light, and he's been found guilty of breach of trust against Tokide Metal, facing damages, dismissal, and criminal charges. In this mess, Yuji lost a big chunk of his personal cash. And as for us... Seriously, you can't go out selling stuff looking like that. You'll freak out the clients.
I thought it looked cool though. Oh yeah. What was that third promise with Dad?
That's a secret. Sorry.
Oh, come on, spill it.
I'll tell you when you're all grown up in your job.
And by then, I'll be running this company anyway.
President, huh?
If my daughter picks the right path and wants to take over, be there to back her up.
Looks like it might be a while before I fulfill that third promise. Thanks for watching to the end.
Please subscribe to our channel.